Welcome back to week 2 of our FPB Tournament coverage. I'm Pastor Keith, live from the Res Life Rogers Heights studios. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, or if you're keeping track like I am, it's tally mark 17 on the cement wall in the basement. We'll also preview all of our matchups for those contestants who are going to move on into the Elite 8 round. So thank you to everyone who's been voting. Just a reminder, encourage your friends to vote. Voting with us helps determine who our favorite person in the Bible is, and we want the most worthy person to win. So voting is now open for the quarterfinals, the Elite 8 round. It'll close Good Friday morning at 9 o'clock. So let's jump right into the results and see who's moving on in the Jericho region. So in the Jericho region, we have the number 1 seed, King David. He went head-to-head with the number 5 seed, Mary, mother of Jesus. And we have a shocker here, folks. The number 1 seed, David, fell to Mary by a score of 16-12. I'm still in shock here. Goliath didn't stand a chance against David, but Mother Mary, she stood tall. She scored the victory, the huge upset here. This right here is going to wreck a lot of people's brackets, including yours truly. The other matchup in the Jericho region was our number 3 seed Noah versus the number 7 seed Solomon. This one went much more as expected. Noah easily defeated Solomon by a score of 19-9. Solomon, he couldn't quite pull off the back-to-back upsets, but losing to a Bible legend like Noah is nothing to be ashamed of. On to the Zion region, where the number 1 seed Paul was up against the number 5 seed Ruth. The Apostle Paul kept rolling here with a 17-10 victory over Ruth. Chalk up a win for the newbies here as Paul moves on to the quarterfinals. Our number 2 seed Joseph from the Old Testament was up against number 6 seed John the Baptist. We had yet another upset in this matchup. Joseph, he overcame the cistern, being sold in slavery, Potiphar's wife, jail, the famine, but he couldn't get by John the Baptist, who edged by Joseph by a score of 16-12. A lot of brackets are getting busted here already today, folks. So let's move on to the Nazareth region, where our number 1 seed Peter was up against the number 4 seed Joshua. This newbie versus oldie matchup. Joshua did give Peter a run for his money, but Peter pulled away at the end, winning 16-12. Sorry, Joshua, not the good report you wanted to hear. And then our number 2 seed Abraham went head-to-head against our number 3 seed Daniel. Daniel, in an even closer matchup, Daniel squeezed past Abraham with a score of 15-13. Man, Daniel, he knows how to stay alive and moves on to the quarterfinals. Just a reminder, they're 15-13. That just shows you how important each and every vote is. So get your votes in, folks. And last but not least, the Bethlehem region. We had the number 1 seed Moses against the number 5 seed Elijah. Moses, who may just be the odds-on favorite in the tournament now that King David has been kicked out. Moses kept rolling. Sorry, Elijah. When you step in front of the Red Sea Express, this is what happens. Final score here, 23-5. And our last matchup to recap had the number 2 seed Esther against the number 6 seed Samuel. 2 oldies went head-to-head, and Esther made it 2 ladies in the quarterfinals by taking care of business by a score of 19-9. So it's the time of our broadcast where we love to thank our sponsors. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Miss Kathy's Under 13 Unforeseen Childcare and Clean Scene Dream Routine Team. She's just one person, but you'll think you've hired a whole team. She's got your kids, 12 and under, your home, your business, and your vacation rentals all covered. What's her secret? She wants to make your rooms as clean as your conscience from Hebrews 9:14, and she'll love your children like Matthew 19:14. Miss Kathy's Under 13 Unforeseen Childcare and Clean Scene Dream Routine Team, serving the greater Big Rapids area since 2005. So here is where we stand today, folks. Our final 8 are set. I'll tell you what, this tournament and the path to the finals looks much different than it did last time we got together. And if you're keeping track at home, we have 4 oldies and 4 newbies left in the competition. How about that? So here are our matchups for the quarterfinals, which you can vote on today. In the Jericho region, we have the number 2 seed Noah up against number 5 seed Mary, mother of Jesus. Mary has ridden all over her competition like they were her donkeys. But Noah, he's been building momentum and rising above the competition as well. This is going to be fun to watch. Get your votes in, then tune in on Good Friday to see who comes out on top. Then in the Zion region, who will win the regional crown? Move on to the semifinals there. The number 1 seed Paul meets up with the number 6 seed John the Baptist. It's newbie versus newbie. Who will move on to the Final Four in the semifinals? Is it the Apostle Paul, the Pharisee, formerly known as Saul, or Jesus' cousin, the camel hair extraordinaire himself, John the Baptist? Your votes will get one of these guys the opportunity to be the Zion representative in our Final Four. Then in the Nazareth region, it's newbie versus oldie. Number 1 seed Peter up against the number 3 seed Daniel. One walked on water, the other walked out of the lion's den unscathed. Who will walk out of this contest as the winner? It's all in your hands. And our last Elite 8 matchup pits the number 1 seed Moses against one of 2 ladies still representing in this tournament, the number 2 seed Esther. Queen Esther, the only Bible royalty still left in this tournament, will need all her supporters to get out there and vote. Now, I've seen the Esther Mordecai 2020 stickers all over town on the back of your cars. Those are great, but now is the time to get out and vote, because that's what matters. Show up, vote. Those people that you love, your favorite people from the Bible, need your support now more than ever. And then we have Moses, who's looking to continue to burn up the bracket, blaze a path all the way to the promised land, the championship round. But again, nothing is a sure thing here in the FPB tournament, as we clearly saw from the upsets today. As always, we'll post the link in the comments and in the video description for you to go on and cast your votes. We want to encourage you again to share this tournament, the videos, the bracket with your friends. This contest is open to ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We'll be back with you on Good Friday for a quarterfinal results show and a preview of who our Final Four will be for the FPB tournament. Tomorrow, we'll update the top 3 in our prophetic prediction contest. Whose brackets got busted today? We'll let you know tomorrow on our social media pages. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, dive into your Bibles, and vote. Vote, vote, vote to help us determine who is our favorite person in the Bible. God bless you, and God bless America. Happy voting.